We're back. Special episode.
We're back. You always say, don't say we're back.
We back.
So
we ready to attack.
Yeah, Beyond the Brand podcast with your boys.
Ricky P.
Angelo B.
Let's go.
And we have a new episode for you guys, a very special one. And we're in her place right now, too, as you can see by this amazing background. So this person, we've been supposed to have her on. We delayed this,
Well,
but
this
I
is a
think
little
it's
delayed.
perfect timing right now.
Yeah, everything happens for a reason.
This is somebody that when she walks in a room, she commands the room with not just her energy, but also her fit. Everybody's looking at the fit.
The fit.
But when
On
you
point.
can make the fit from scratch,
Wow.
that's a different level
We on
of
some-
fashion.
We on some levels today.
So we got Southside's own
Ooh.
Candice, a.k.a. Remy Rose.
Thank you guys. Thanks for having me, man.
Yes, thanks for joining me.
Appreciate you guys.
And we appreciate you letting us use your space here. Central Baseline.
Yes.
Like I
Little
kind of
north
took
of
Southern up a little bit, but I was a little questioned because of just all the construction.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
man.
do you say Baseline or do you say come up Southern? You know?
You know what? I definitely use baseline. You know, I always say north, a little north of baseline. We do have like a little video out that kind of shows people how to get here. But
Oh, for real?
man, Valley Metro is killing us out here.
Yeah, for sure. Because even when I'm driving down Central, I feel like every time I come down Central, there's a different block or like a different thing that they're blocking off or
Yes.
making you turn.
Yeah.
And I'm
If you
like,
Yeah.
miss something,
yeah, you're fucked.
you're
Yep.
fucked. You got to go
You gotta go
all
all the way down.
Yeah.
That's why I was
That's
going
true.
so slow. People behind me were like on my ass, and I was like, I don't give a.
Yo, we sound old as hell right now.
Yeah, for sure. I was like,
opening this up
I'm
with
not
traffic.
missing my turn.
Talking about traffic.
Yeah. But it was worth the drive. If you guys haven't been here, not only is the boutique sick, but the venue's sick. And you guys definitely got to come out and just check out the space and just chop it up.
For anybody that doesn't know, Candice runs Remy Rose. She does bridal dresses, but you've also dabbled in fashion. You have a spot downstairs called The Vault where you have different people that do that. But I wanted to talk a little bit about the name because the name Remy comes from your dad, right?
Yes, that's correct.
So I wanted to ask about that relationship because we're both girl dads. So if my daughter was to like use my name in something that she was doing, like that would like touch me different.
Yeah.
So
and
I'm
before you
sure-
start touching,
Oh my god.
let's touch these modelos.
Oh yeah.
And say
yeah, yeah.
cheers. You know what I'm
Forgot all
saying?
the heat just.
No, the heat got the brains frying, dude. It's hot, but we still doing
you
this.
guys are lucky I don't
Yeah.
got nails right now.
Oh, I know. We would have had a cracker for
We
you.
know how to crack it for you. So
Cheers.
cheers, salud,
Cheers,
salud.
salud.
Oh, that's cold.
Hey, beer hits different in the summer, huh?
When it's
Oh,
hot.
That's why I was looking forward to it. Like I was literally like Frank the Tank. I was like, is it gonna hit my lips? It feels so good when it hits the lips.
Yeah.
Oh,
That should
pause.
tell you already about like my relationship with my dad, because girls mostly don't drink beer. I mean, they don't, you know.
Okay. Okay.
But just to start,
Yeah. So when you were thinking of coming up with a name, why did that come to your head? Let me use my dad's name.
well, my dad's name is Remigio, and you know the first four letters. It's Remy. Nobody calls him Remigio though. He has a nickname, but I thought it was different. You know, it's different. Rose comes from a whole different aspect of our relationship, like mine and my dad's relationship. But Remy is the first four letters of his name initially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so he was just someone that was really important in your life, obviously.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. My dad, he's a young dad. So my parents had me when they were like 16, 17.
Okay.
And I always admire their relationship because even though like in everyone's relationship, you know, there's plenty of trials.
Sure.
And because, especially when you're younger, and that's like unheard of like people staying together from when they're 16 till they're like 52.
For
You
sure.
know?
Southside or were they?
Oh, yeah. They're from South Phoenix, man.
Dang.
Yeah, absolutely.
And this is where you completely grew up.
Yes.
Okay.
So my dad's from 9th Street in Broadway, and my mom's from 16th Street in Southern.
Okay.
Dang.
Damn.
Yeah.
Real south side.
Bossy on the
Oh, yeah.
Broadway.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yes,
That's
yes.
dope.
Like, I mean, it goes down to like even my kids. Like my kids, they go to an elementary school here in South Phoenix that my grandmother attended, and then my dad attended, I attended, and now my kids go there.
That's what's crazy about I think like South Phoenix and stuff like that is like some of these like the schools and some of the different businesses like there's generations.
Yes.
You know, and they stay around because South Phoenix has grown a lot.
Oh, absolutely.
It's come from the mud.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, like Chuck E. Cheese and all this other stuff. Peter Piper Pizza over here. Come on, man. Legendary, boy.
Remember Pepe's Pizza?
Pepe's Pizza.
Yeah.
Dang.
Pepe's? I don't remember that one.
No.
Is that what it was called?
I don't remember.
Was the one across the street, literally in the.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pepe's.
Yeah. And then the K Momo that was there. That shit, dude. That's where we used to go get the dickies, my dude, and the tall tees,
the pro clubs, yeah,
the pro clubs, the tall tees, yeah. So.
And man, and there's a lot of like, because I'm affiliated with like people that want to reconstruct and beautify South Phoenix. There's a lot of talk about what is in the works for that K Momo.
Oh, really?
Because it's such a big space.
It is.
Like people want to definitely
do something.
Yes, with it because it's like not renovated. And then the owners, like that's the only thing about places in South Phoenix is that people are so comfortable making the money that they make. They don't really want to make any more money. They're comfortable where they're at, so it's stagnant. But just rent it out and fix it up. Let the community use it. But that's just in the works. Like that K Momo, it's like iconic. There's people that are like trying to get in that place.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, speaking of trying to get in on the south side, you got into a place that we're in now that nobody was doing what you're doing. Like, I don't think at first they wouldn't let you in here, right?
Correct.
So, like, talk a little bit about how you got in this space on the south side.
So, I mean, so South Phoenix was not, and I'm going to be dead ass honest. I mean, I hope we could cuss on
Yeah,
here.
for sure. Cuss it up.
I mean, initially, not my first place that I was looking for, like estates to start my business.
Where were you looking?
Awatuki.
Okay, that's not bad.
So
that's where some money's at. Yeah.
I mean, doing research and stuff like that. Typically, in bridal, 9 times out of 10, the bride is not who purchases the dresses,
right?
Or their dress.
It's the family.
It's mostly the grandmothers.
Yeah.
Or yes.
Or their mom.
Correct.
Right? Yeah.
Correct. So Awatuki has plenty of like grandmas and like grandpas.
Let's be real.
Yes.
They got some money
yes.
over there. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
So that makes sense. Yeah.
See, and that's another that's like a tip for brides right here. Invite your grandmas to your appointments because they'll pay for your dress. Like no problem.
Is that what you see a lot?
Yes, absolutely. Gotcha. Brides 9 times out of 10 don't pay for it.
Okay. Wow. So you were looking for a space and you were looking in the toque.
Yep.
All right. And
I did find a place. I did find one. However, I in the mix of that, I was in a relationship at the time, went to Cali and kind of rethought my entire plan on staying here and opening it. But Aburrada Village was always like on the map, but that was not my idea, to be honest with you.
Okay.
I didn't get the in on it. Cece did. My best friend did.
Yeah.
So she's the one that kind of told you like, hey, let's go take a look at this space.
Yeah.
She, I want to say that she had like a contact on the inside. Whoever was working as a receptionist here, asked like what exactly we were looking for and what exactly we were trying to do. Yeah. So Cece made that connection. And I was already looking, when I came back home, started the business here, I was looking in South Plaza. I wanted the old Radio Shack.
Oh shit, the old Radio Shack.
Dude, I wanted the old
so
Radio Shack.
So it goes K Momo over here, right? And then
there's a restaurant.
And then is it Peter Piper?
No, it's the old school. Is it Old School Records or Willie's there and then Radio Shack.
And then Radio Shack.
And then a nail.
But it was just
place.
Too bad. It was all fucked up in there, right?
Well,
too much work.
No, it was actually doable, dude. Like I was leaning in, like I made a 3D model of what I wanted it to look like and everything. And I was getting ready to sign the paperwork, and Cece was like, "Let's just take a look at Aburrada Village. Let's set up a meeting." So we did. I hadn't got a call back for like 3 months, and I'm like, "Okay, dude, like
from here,
yes, I can't wait that long." In the time being of that, time of my life, my boss, the bridal boutique that I was initially working at, she was closing her door. So I was kind of like put in a corner. Like, am I going to go look for another full-time position at a different bridal boutique, or am I going to open up my own? So I decided to start looking, but the time kept winding down to where they wouldn't call me back. And I was getting antsy about like not getting an answer or even a scheduled meeting with them, that I started talking more about South Plaza. And then I want to say like maybe 2 weeks before she actually closed her doors, I got a call.
Really?
Yes, and I was at work at the time.
Yeah.
I was at work, and he kind of wanted details over the phone, and I'm not that type of person that answers the phone and kind of like explains myself over the phone. I want to see you in person.
Yeah.
Like I want to see you tell me no in person.
Yeah. So you were like, let's meet.
Yes, absolutely. So we met, him and Cece and I. And at first he was like, do you want to do like a bridal expo? Like he was thinking like I wanted to. Yes. He thought that I wanted to do an event. And I'm like, no, dude. I said, I want your office. And he's like, well, where would I go? And I'm like, I don't know. You got like 2 acres here. Find somewhere to go.
Yeah.
The house itself is really, really big. Like I only rent out 1,500 square feet. We share the princess room, but behind us, there's like a full blown house.
Wait, where?
Behind us, behind this wall.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Where they don't live there, right?
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
Nobody's lived on the premises for like about 25 years. Probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I know
More of a venue.
originally this area, they had like a movie theater in here, right? With like seats and like a popcorn stand and stuff.
No, that was downstairs.
Oh, that was
in the vault.
downstairs?
Yeah. So
I thought that was like storage or something.
well, it was a storage, but prior to it being a storage or whenever it became a storage, it was a theater.
Oh,
Yeah.
got you. So
For how many people? Like 10?
Nah, dude, probably like 15.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can see 15
Wow.
people being in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
damn, so you could go downstairs. Damn, that's fire.
I mean,
Just
it
for the
wa-
family.
No, it was a great idea because I think the family that initially purchased the property was more like a summer, like a vacation spot.
Got you.
Because there is a pool here.
Yeah.
And the family is like the only people that use it, right? So they had a theater. Yeah, it's a cool place.
Yeah.
you
So
know?
when you guys first started, you were using, well, you still use up here, but your friend Cece that helped you was doing nails down there?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, her spot was
Gotcha.
dope.
That's pretty dope. So do you guys still work together or?
No, so Cece, I mean, she's in the beauty industry. The first idea, like the idea of coming together and working together was more about like a one-stop shop because Cece went to school for cosmetology, so she knows how to do hair, make, like everything in the beauty industry.
dope.
She's just great at it.
Yeah,
you
so
know?
that makes sense then. Yeah.
Yes. So I wanted to provide services, and I kind of mimicked some of the bridal boutiques in California that you book an appointment, but you also have the services to get ready prior to your appointment. So most women, when it comes to like glam and stuff like that for a wedding, they don't know how to do it. So I wanted to be able to provide that so they can get the full feeling of what they're going to look like in their gown.
That's smart.
Real quick, do people get married here on the premises as well?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
got you. So like the vision was that you come in and then you have someone kind of like be able to not only shop for a dress, but then they can go ahead and they can get everything that they need prior to the dress, and then on the same premises they can get married.
Yes.
Okay, got you.
Yes.
Because you showed us all of the different rooms that are obviously over there. I think there's the groom and the bride, different rooms like that. I'm just trying to paint a picture for people that have not been here.
Okay.
Yeah, when you say one-stop shop, it's
Yeah.
like
That's
you
exact-
can get married here, you
Yeah.
can buy your dress here. At the time, you could get your makeup done here. Everything.
Hey, you
Yes.
go
Here.
swimming. Nah, just kidding. Don't even come here to try to use that pool, man.
Don't even look at the pool.
Don't even
Don't
look at the pool.
It's a liability. I'm sorry. I can't even use the pool.
Yeah. I might though. I might after this show. Shit.
Yo.
I
So,
would.
so yeah, that was the idea
Yeah.
initially. And we did run services for a while, but Cece's biggest avenue is nails, and she's fucking great at it. So I couldn't take that away from her. Eventually, because she got so busy doing nails, I couldn't provide those services anymore. Because after that, I'm like, okay, now we need to figure out maybe like a team of women that, of course, because you're so busy doing nails, maybe we could get like a different girl that rents a chair, rents a chair to do makeup and hair, which she did. She interviewed some women, and those services just didn't stick. So we moved on. We
kept
wanted
it moving.
we kept it moving. But I mean, it was great when she was here. It was great. We just two separate businesses. She's in the beauty industry, and initially we had a plan, and sometimes just things don't go accordingly.
And
That
so
makes
you
sense.
guys ended up gutting that out and then making the vault now.
Yeah. So I mean, Cece moved upstairs for a little bit, and then she eventually moved out this year. And the whole idea behind the vault started when Cece was actually downstairs. So there's like a back space where she didn't use, and I wanted to utilize it. And I would always tell her, like, let's put clothing there, like, some sort of contemporary wear fashion, and that's just like everyday clothing.
Yeah.
And it just didn't happen. So when she moved upstairs, I'm like, all right, fuck it. We gotta turn that 600 square feet into something. So this year, that was one of my goals, was to open up like a contemporary wear and a little bit more purposeful than just clothing, where everybody can purchase like anywhere. It was more purposeful. So I rent out each wall down there to a different designer, and everybody's aesthetic is different.
Yeah.
So we have everything for everybody.
Yeah, because there's like dresses, right? There's different type, like there's like casual wear, there's like night wear, there's all kinds of different outfit fits on there. And I think it's really cool. Yeah, pieces.
Yeah, that's dope. So you guys gutted that out, turned that into the vault. I kind of wanted to ask, because I know originally kind of where it started for bridal for you was that your drawings and everything you were doing were just so elaborate that your teacher at the time was saying like this would work for bridal, not really for maybe like everyday fashion. So that is that kind of why you went towards bridal originally?
Yeah, because my designs right off the bat, I think what everyone was a little afraid of, that it was hard for me to sell them.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's the purpose, right? We go to school and you have to think about making some sort of profit after you attend, an art college. And art school is like not cheap at all. Like sometimes it's a little bit more expensive than a regular program at a university. So she and he wanted me to get into bridal. And I kind of already knew that that's something that was like up my lane, because my grandmother, that's what she does. She specializes in formal wear and wedding and quinceañera dresses. So it was something that I try to steer away from, but because it's so like in your face, and initially when I started to sketch and build a collection, those kind of things just pour out of you. So people always say like, okay, like, why do you always wear black? Why do you always wear white? Why do you always use specific colors? But it's because those are the same colors that my grandmother always used. And those are the same colors that my mom decorated her house with. So like there's colors that I always play up in every collection. And sometimes you don't know why you use them or why you want to use them, but it's because you're so familiar with them that it's consistently used and it's like consistently in your life. So, I mean, I just get inspiration without knowing and not wanting to do it. It was just pouring out of me. Yes.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So you're like drawing, doing whatever you're doing, just thinking, no, this is me, but it's really just how you grew up.
Correct.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I mean, and again, I mean, I didn't want to get into bridal from the jump. I didn't. I wanted.
What did you want to get into? Oh, sorry, you about to say that?
Yeah. I mean, I initially wanted to get into like more of contemporary wear and, just everyday clothing, just fashion industry itself. But as soon as they told me bridal, I'm like, damn, maybe I'm destined for this. I don't know.
I know you mentioned, I don't know if you still feel this way, but I seen you mention that you were thinking about doing fast fashion for that time frame. Yeah.
So I mean, back then we definitely used that fast fashion word heavily. Yeah. I don't anymore. I don't anymore. Only because I feel like, I'm a little older, so everything I do, like all my moves are calculated, So
with
like
intention.
Yes, with intention and purpose. So fast fashion is just something that like, you whip up a sketch, you send it overseas, and you get like 1,000 of them made. That's fast. That's like fast money, that can generate very quickly. We slow it down here. Downstairs, we sell contemporary wear, and nothing about it is fast. Everything is handmade. And most of the designers downstairs only make one of that kind. So it's very exclusive. You're not going to find any of that clothing in any other boutique. I mean, because it's some of these stores or boutiques that other women open, if you walk into more than one a day, you'll see the same stuff.
It's because they're all getting it from China. Let's be real, right?
Yeah,
It's
I didn't want to say that.
No, let's be real about that. Yeah.
No, I mean, I didn't want to have to bring that up, but it's
not a
true.
negative thing. It's just that's just their business model.
It's negative for sure.
I mean,
No, it's their business model, right?
I mean, it's not. It has nothing to do with like. For me, it has nothing to do with business at all, because there's plenty of money to go around. You know, I feel. But at the end of the day, like I'm just trying to make the world a little bit better. And I feel like even reconstructing a garment, like for instance, a gown, if I know that I'm not going to sell it, I'm going to reconstruct it into something else before I throw it away or before any of that. And that's kind of where like the House of Remy Rose that's a goal, is to be able to provide like one of a kind. Everything I sell in here is I don't have doubles of nothing. I don't order nothing in a different size or a different color. That's kind of what separates us as a bridal boutique and as a boutique itself in fashion, because nobody's doing that right now. And that's more couture. But a lot of people in this day and age, of course, we can't afford that. But we're bringing it to Phoenix and trying to make it more common for people to shop at places where you're not going to find that anywhere.
Mm-hmm. Can you give us an example of like something you're saying, like before I throw a garment away, I'm going to repurpose it? And again, I'm just trying to paint the picture for the listeners and the people that are watching. So like name like one piece, like, hey, you know what? This was already beat. It was worn. Probably not going to wear it again, but here's what I did with it.
I mean, there's a few, but in terms of like gowns and clothing, for instance, I wear a lot of blazers, and like I'll pin a bunch of like different. The last time I did anything crazy to a blazer was last year. It was for an art show actually, and I got a lot of criticism. They told me that I look like a DIY project.
Oh, what?
I overheard somebody say that, but
Haters.
I mean, the outfit was dope, dude.
Okay.
Like, I'm not gonna lie. And you know what? I don't take pictures, man. It sucks sometimes. So this blazer, I pinned tons.
Wait, so do you have no picture of this? Like, can we pop one up potentially, or no?
No, just should I talk about a different one?
No. I was just saying.
No.
Just wondering, yeah.
No.
So people could get, again, we're just trying to paint that picture.
I can look back.
Maybe if we find it, we'll throw it. But
Yeah.
it's all good. So go ahead.
So like I pinned a bunch of safety pins to this garment and kind of created like a pattern with it. But I also had braids in my hair, so I pinned a bunch of like safety pins in my braids as well. Okay. So it looked crazy, you know, like
so the hair was matching the fit.
Yeah.
That sounds sick.
That's cool.
But again, like people are not used to certain things like that, especially here in Phoenix. And I try to bring it. I try to bring that aesthetic here to Phoenix, where that kind of stuff is okay to wear. And I know it takes like a lot of confidence to walk into a room and wear something that no one else is going to be wearing. And then for people to say that about you, like, I don't care, yo. Like,
yeah, let's talk about that. Did that hurt your feelings at all?
Oh, absolutely not. No.
Okay.
Like,
because that takes a lot of confidence, like you said.
Nah, yo, I want people to talk about my shit. Like, I'll even ask people online to tell me what they do and don't like about it, because I need to know. Like, I'm a fashion designer. I want to know what people are not comfortable wearing and wearing. Obviously, I want to make money, but I feel like not all money is good money. Yeah. And the people that are for my brand are going to wear it. And it's typically the people that have no problem of what others say. Yeah. Because a lot of it is different. You know, most of the girls downstairs, they use different fabrics. You're not going to see that shit anywhere else, you know? So it's not for everybody. That's all I got to say.
All right. We're back from a quick break. Let's jump into this. Wait. What did I just say? What? We're back from a quick break. Yeah, it's kind of hard to say, bro. It's like a little bit of like a tongue twister, bro.
So what I wanted to say though, as far as getting back into the fashion aspect, you were saying how you like it when people say things because they're saying things.
Yeah, man.
But I wanted to ask, because when you do fashion at a certain level, or you like to get fits off, you do those type of things. Because I know from personal experience, sometimes you do these things and you look back like, damn, that was a terrible fit. But in my head, when I walked out of the door, I was trying some shit. You can't get away. You can't do fashion without trying.
Absolutely.
So can you remember one of those where you look back like, damn, I really thought I put it together, but it was not. I fucked up on that one.
You know what? I mean, honestly, like there's a few times. Like I think it was like when I tried to follow trends.
Oh.
So like I remember in high school when girls were wearing like Hollister, they would pop the collar and they were like bright fucking colors. Yes. Remember? Like so we went through that trend. Like my friends and I, we would buy like hot pink Hollister polos and like turquoise. White pants. Yeah, like bright fucking colors. I mean, it was a trend back then. But I look at it now, I'm like, what the fuck was that?
Well, hey, I like that trend.
No, dude, no.
You know what it reminds me of? Backpack Kanye.
Oh, yeah.
It reminds me of and Pharrell.
But the polo is different than the Hollister. It's
wait.
Different
okay,
things.
it was a Hollister polo.
Yeah.
Collared, yeah.
But polo, you got that shit on.
Yeah.
I don't care what era you're in.
Yeah, because polo is different.
Right,
you know, they're known for that. Yeah, that's completely different. But it was a Hollister collared. Everybody would pop that collar. And then with Hollister, they were short. Remember how short those
Why were they so
polos?
short?
I don't know.
And they were thin, too.
Yes. And terrible quality. Terrible. Like, they would fucking fade quickly.
Yeah. That was a one and done.
So after that, when people would try to wear them again, they were all fucking fake. Yeah. You know, you remember? Like, so it went through that trend, and then people would wear them again. I'm like, nah, yo, throw it away.
Yeah, it's over for that one.
Throw it away.
One and done for sure.
Yes.
Yeah, I definitely go through that where it's like you try a fit and you're like, damn, I really thought I put that shit together, but no, I didn't.
Is that like if you could name one like area or like one time where you're just like, hell no, I'll never go back to that. Is that the time?
I mean, no, not exactly. I don't think I have like a specific time in my life where I was like, I didn't like the way I dress. No, I think collectively speaking, like my family, like they put themselves together, dude. Like, you know, my grandmother, she passed away with red lipstick on and with heels. You know, like so
she had that shit on.
Yeah, like we're just put together, and that's how I grew up. You know, I grew up, and you know, my parents, if we weren't dressed to impress when they got home, you know, we got in trouble type thing. So that's something that I just grew up with, and collectively, I think my entire family and even some of the relationships I've been in, kind of help guide me through the fashion industry itself. I've always been like drawn to fashion, and even men's fashion. Like I don't discriminate when it comes to clothes at all. I do wear men's clothing. So I think
that's one thing I'm jealous about women, because like me selling vintage, a woman can wear a size small shirt to a size 2XL because you can fit it however you want the fit to go.
Yes.
Whereas us, we get a little bit of room, like maybe a medium to a XL, like a little bit, but a woman could straight up wear
a medium to an XL.
You could fit.
Bro, there's no way. That's a big difference, my dude.
Because listen, there's like 80s shirts like that are like skin tight, so they make you look a little buff.
Small, yeah.
And then you wear some jean shorts with it. You can get a fit off with a smaller shirt.
No, with the I thought.
And now
like
T-shirts are made different. Like they're cut different now.
For
sometimes.
sure.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of different cuts now.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, definitely. But women we can get away with a little bit, but you guys can do it all from small to 2X. Like,
would you ever wear a woman's like piece?
Definitely shoes, which I have done.
Yeah.
Because shoes, you just get it in the men's size, so you got to go up, I think, a size and a half.
Mm-hmm.
I think is
and just so people know, because like J's and different Air Forces, sometimes they only make them
come in women's
colorways.
Sometimes y'all got fire colorways, so I will do that. I've done that before.
Okay, I can agree with that.
But a woman's shirt, probably, I don't think I've ever done that or could do that.
Little V-neck?
No. I don't like V-necks.
Yeah.
Ever, like, men's V-necks, women's V-necks, I don't like them.
I'm going to tell you right now, man, we need to ban V-necks. like
I
you know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Ban V-necks, my dude. I see somebody wearing a V-neck, and I'm already off the bat, I'm like, nah, dude. We ain't talking, my dude. We ain't
So
chatting.
that's your no-no. Your fashion trend no-no.
No. Fashion trend no-no. The V-neck, bro, it's a certain confidence. You know, I don't want. It's you gotta have. You know, if you're down with your little chest, your chesticles, your little chest hairs popping down, go for it, bro. And number two is, man, I'll be honest with you, dude. Lil Wayne pulled it off. A lot of people, the jerking era, pulled it off. But the super skinny jeans, where it went to the point where men were buying women's jeans because they wanted them so skinny, bro. And I think that, like, I'll never, ever go back to. I did wear skinny jeans.
Wait, you bought women's pants?
No, I didn't. I didn't go that far.
Oh.
I did wear skinny jeans.
Everyone was doing it. I didn't do it, but everyone was doing
I
it.
could. To be honest with you, bro, I didn't know that was a thing. I just thought I would buy, when I wanted a pair of skinny jeans, I would buy men's skinny. Right? I didn't know that, like, you would dip into the women's. Did you, obviously, did you know that?
Yeah.
Okay, you knew that, right?
Yeah.
But for me, dude, I'm vertically challenged, bro. So if I buy pants, dude, I'm already like suffering because like my waist is so thin and then or skinny, and then I got like long, so it's just tough. Anyways,
Yeah.
Give us one, a fashion no, like you just for you
that
you
you wore that you would be like, damn, I'll never.
Yeah, if you
that I wore. I mean,
Yeah,
just
and
the
both.
whole
The
era
Hollister,
of
you said.
the
Hollister?
Hollister.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what about V-necks? You down?
Oh nah, I've never been a V-neck type of girl.
Okay. Anything else that really, when you see it, you're just like, nah.
You know
bro.
what today, like, what I can't still believe it's like kind of trending is the Barbie trend. The whole hot, like the hot pink everything, and like you know, like I just see it fucking everywhere, and I'm just like, yo.
You know what? My daughter's in that area, right? But she's little. So
Yeah,
it
that's
makes more
different.
sense.
For kids,
No,
I think
that's
it's different, bro.
But yeah, she's
But no,
in
like a
that
grown
era.
woman having pink fucking everything, you know, like
Yeah.
just like a car, their carpet, their little steering wheel
they
thing,
have a
like just
sparkly steering wheel.
just
A little fuzzy one.
I mean, it's cool, like it's cool to a certain extent, but I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this, but that's why I said it because the Barbie trend got to fucking
Not feeling
got to
it.
go, yo, got to go.
Rough one, dude.
I think I agree.
No, I agree too, dude. Like, I'm not a fan, bro.
No, not
Yeah.
rocking with it.
And again, it's for certain people.
It is, and I mean, but to be honest, I've never, not that I've never been a pink girl because I am, but just not to that extent.
Yeah.
And I mean, and it's funny that you guys say that because most men, I don't think really care. You know, they don't really care. But like when it comes to like a pink fucking car and a pink carpet and a pink steering, like that's crazy, dude. That's like
much. You're
fucking
wild.
Barbie's car right there.
Yeah, you're wilding out. I agree. That's when I see that, I'm like, yo, relax.
But no, it's big. That trend is big, dude. Right now,
Yeah.
the Barbie
That's
trend.
just not one you'll like mess with.
Not me. No.
I can see that.
Yeah, I'm not rocking with that. The Barbie, no V-necks.
What about you, bro?
Man, mine would get a lot of hate right now because
Say it, yo.
Wait, time out. Are you ready
I'm-
for this?
but maybe not in your guys' world. It's more in like the vintage world.
Okay.
But right now, what's popping and
Vintage hate.
I
Vintage
sell
hate on
so
hate.
much of it is all the Affliction stuff is back, and it's
Ed
hot,
Hardy, Affliction.
hot.
all
These
that.
kids love it. They love it. It's called like grunge or cyber
Oh, yeah.
grunge is like what it's called. But yeah, these kids love it. And I can't stand it. Like it's weird. Like
Yeah.
with all the wings, the tribal
The dragons.
Like it's like tattoos on a shirt.
Yeah.
So it's like it's so weird, bro.
Old
It's the
tattoos.
same thing, bro.
To me, yeah, old tattoos just
Yeah.
on a shirt.
So
I'm
would
like,
you, let me ask you this question, bro. We're talking about t-shirts right now, right?
Yeah.
What about the Ed Hardy jeans?
Ooh, I don't like Ed Hardy jeans, but I like Evisus. The Red Monkey jeans. What y'all know about those? That was a different era.
The
early
EVCs
2000s.
are those the ones that had the stripe in the
yes.
back? Dude, oh my God,
Hard.
I fucking
Those are hard.
loved
See?
those. I recently wanted to do like a Remy Rose fucking... Yes,
These are
yo.
hard.
Yes, I fucking loved them, dude. Oh my God.
So
I don't even want to get into that.
Exactly.
But do you think that the Ed Hardys are in that same kind of category or
Ed
no?
Hardy's
There's-
Ed Hardy's like walking with Jesus. who fucking wears that?
I will
shit?
say though, if I was to pick a thing of Ed Hardy, I would go jeans. I wouldn't know.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
It's a no, but I would go jeans instead of shirt because some of the jeans are reminiscent of like Evisu, where they have sick like a dragon and like they have some sick ones, but that I'm more of a subtle type of guy. So either way, I
I
wouldn't
see.
do it at all.
Would you buy jeans at Buckle?
A buckle? What does that mean?
At
It has
Buckle, the retail store. Buckle.
Oh, Buckle, the
Yes.
actual store.
Right, the store.
100%.
I thought he meant an actual book.
Yeah, that's what I'm like.
Yeah, no, Buckle. Because we don't know. I never,
Bro,
Buckle.
I think conspiracy theory with Buckle.
Okay.
I think they got a drug operation or something.
Oh,
Every
shit.
time you walk in there,
Ain't
it's
nobody
dead.
there.
Empty.
Ain't nobody there.
Ain't nobody in there, bro.
But when people do shop there,
They drop a bag up.
they drop a bag, bro.
Yeah.
Because it's a certain kind of client.
Yeah, you're right.
You see what I'm
I
saying?
can see that. I
yeah,
can see that.
It's not like your normal store where it gets busy like that.
Yeah,
But
where you got like
Chandler, it's busy
Is
because
it?
that's the demo there.
Yeah, I've never. No Buckle.
Interesting. Have you ever
Buckle.
bought any jeans there?
No, but the only reason I say that is because that's the type of jeans that they carry.
is.
I see.
Yeah,
For
yeah,
sure.
yeah. So I was trying to catch him slipping. I was trying to catch him slipping.
I was too young for Buckle. That was like
I didn't have enough money. I didn't have enough
dude.
money, and none of the guys I dated had enough money.
No, and here's the thing, bro. I remember being in the mall and walking past it, and I saw the jeans. They're all sparkly and shit, or they had some weird design. I was like, what the?
Them shits are back, bro.
No.
That shit's crazy.
Because I went from super baggy to like normal to skinny, and now I feel like the fashion that we're in right now is like right up my alley.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah, I think as you get older, maybe, I don't know if the fashion changes as much as just you do. You kind of find your style. Like, you find what you like. And I feel like you can still play around with different things, try this here and there. But as you get older, you start to find like, oh, yeah, I can't just wear that orange shirt is cool, but that's just not for me. I can't pull off an orange shirt.
Pull that off somewhere, yeah.
Yeah,
I
like,
love orange.
you start, but there's
You love orange?
I love
but
orange.
there's some people, like, I wouldn't be against an orange shirt, but I know now in my life
You.
it's not for me.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
there's
no,
dope
absolutely.
orange shirts, you know?
I mean, I agree. Like, we're human. We change. You know, like our styles change.
Our bodies
we
changes,
change.
all
Our
that.
hairstyle
Yeah.
changes. Everything.
Hey, tell me your body hasn't changed since high school.
Oh, bro.
100%, right? So that same
100%.
shirt that you were wearing in high school, like, you can't be wearing. You put it on, you're gonna be like,
Yeah, no.
that's my style anymore, my dog. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of what I'm talking about. But anyways,
But yeah, I mean, I just think it's, in our nature to change and change styles. Not unless you're like a person like me that switches it up a lot. Like I have like a lot of styles, yo, and
You went through the blonde era.
yeah, no,
Even your
that
hair.
wasn't even an era, yo. That was like
That was your life.
that was like 15
long?
years of my life.
blonde.
Yeah.
Wait, when did you go like non-blonde no more?
I
Or
lost-
natural, right?
No, I even went blonde because I lost the bet.
Oh,
And-
so you
and-
didn't even want to.
I didn't want to.
What was the bet? What was the bet?
I can't say.
Nah,
it,
you gotta
but-
say the bet. You
hell
gotta
no, I
say
can't
the
say the bet. So I was at that time. I bet my boyfriend at the time. I lost a bet, and I actually liked it. I liked it, and I stayed blonde for 15 years.
Can you give us like a hint what the bet was?
I can't tell you that.
Freaky ass.
I can't. Lost the fucking bet though.
Okay.
Lost the bet,
Go
and,
blonde.
I stayed blonde.
What was okay if you would have won the bet? What would the dude would have?
Have to go blonde.
He
Oh, it
would
was
have
just
had to.
either way,
It was
blonde.
either way.
Yeah.
Ah, that's a wild bet. I wouldn't be down for that.
I'm down, bro. I'm thinking about
To go blonde?
Yeah, I'm thinking about going blonde, bro.
Beard too?
No, hell
Nah.
no. The contrast is where it's at, my dude. I'm trying to go Zach Morris on that ass.
Hell yeah.
Saved
I mean, I think it's always cool
No
to
more
try.
hats.
No more hats
You
for
gotta
sure,
show it
bro. I will
off.
be Zach Morris up, my dude, with the wave. But anyway, so you did that for 15 years, and then obviously,
Yeah. So after 15 years, you know what the hardest part about being blonde is the maintenance.
Shampoo,
and yeah, just all kinds of shit, yo. Like, I'm not the type of woman that goes to the salon every 2 weeks or every month. I kind of fall behind. And then, my hairstylist at the time was Cece. So she kind of like fired me as a client. Like, bitch, you never come in. So like, we got to figure something else out. So I just went dark. I'm like, fuck it.
just let it grow
For my
out.
lifestyle right now, busy. I'm a mom. I'm always on the go. I can't commit to something like my hair every month. I can't.
Oh, it's like an every month thing,
Yeah, for blonde, it should be sooner than that.
especially
actually.
with people
Yeah.
with dark hair. You're saying,
Correct.
right?
Yeah, because my hair's naturally dark. My hair grows so fast, like you're gonna see the dark poke through.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
in
yeah.
like less than 2 weeks.
You know what's weird is I kind of like that look.
Do you?
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know. But I think like if you could frost your tips.
I did that once.
I knew it. I fucking knew it.
In middle school,
This
bro.
fool frosted
I
his
did.
tips.
I did one time.
You frosted
and
tip,
then
motherfucker.
afterwards, I was like, yo, this should. But that's what I say. Everyone has those things. When you like fashion
Would you
so
go back
much-
to it?
No, that's what I'm saying. Once I did it, I was like, yeah, that wasn't it. I'll never do it again.
I'll be honest
But
with you, bro.
but
I think you should. You should go back, my dude.
That's crazy. That's boy band. That's
Do
boy
it.
band
Do
shit right
it.
there. That's crazy, bro. Nah, I can't
With
do
your
that.
vintage
But yeah,
too,
I'm always down to take risks, bro. Like I really, like you said, you're like, I don't want to go down that whole era when we're talking about the jeans and stuff, because I could talk about different fashion, different trends, like all day. Like that's my favorite shit to
Yeah.
do. So I've tried some shit I probably shouldn't have tried.
I need to see frosted tips, Angelo.
I don't know if it was so short. I don't think I have pictures of
Okay,
that.
of course you
Yeah,
do.
it was
Okay.
so short. I would post them if I did.
Yeah.
I wish I did though. That's funny.
We'll have to look around.
I forgot about that. But yeah, going back a little bit about your just relationships. I know you were recently on a podcast. with Sylvia. Shout out to Sylvia. And if you guys want to check that out, there's a part 1 and a part 2. And you kind of broke down a really tough relationship you had with a previous, it was a boyfriend, if you want to call him a boyfriend. So you broke that down. If anybody wants to hear that, it was a very tough situation, abusive situation. But I kind of wanted to go the opposite route of that because you've just had, from what I've seen, so many good relationships in your life prior to that and even till now. Mm-hmm. And one of those being your Nana. Oh, yeah. And I felt like hearing you on another podcast talk about it, it was just like picturing you as like her little helper. You're just like next to her, like waiting for something to do.
I hope she feels that way because I don't think she felt that way.
She felt like you were in the way.
Absolutely.
Yes,
and
that's how Nanas are.
I mean, you know, it's tough because my grandmother is so traditional. She still doesn't speak English, and I don't speak like fluent Spanish, but we understand each other, yo. Like, you know, we can communicate. And even since I was younger, I mean, I'm sure I talk more Spanish when I was younger than I do now. I mean, I can, but just not fluently. But just growing up and going to her house in the summertime, I mean, it was that's just something that, you know, in every traditional Mexican household, that's what you do. In the summers, you go to your grandma's house.
100%. I thought it was only me.
Oh, yeah.
That's just what it is.
If my grandmother lived in Mexico, they would have shipped my ass to Mexico.
And
but at the time she was here. Yep. Yeah. So at the time she's here, thank God I didn't have to go to Mexico like that. All my family's here. So I got sent to her house, which is typically we're always right around the corner from her. So
that's because grandma's home and parents are at work.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes. But I mean, technically she worked from home. Mm-hmm. So a lot of like her projects took place in like her kitchen. So there's old photos of us sitting at her dining table and she's sewing and I'm either sketching or helping her hand sew like applique or beads to a dress.
At what age was this?
I started when I want to say that I started a lot younger to bug her about her work, but I started sewing at 7.
Really?
Yeah, because the photo that I have sitting next to her and I'm sketching, I'm younger. I'm not 7 years old in that photo.
When you say sewing, like what kind of sewing?
So it was beads. So basically she would give us applique. When I say us, it's me and an uncle of mine. He's a year older than I am. But if he wanted to help or we wanted to help, we had to either we would have to first glue all the beads to the lace applique and then hand sew them.
Hand sew.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, so like a needle and thread.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. But for her sake, and so she wouldn't have to like repeat work, she glued them first so they stay put, and then like it would help the beads stay on the lace so we could hand sew them because we were young. So
that makes sense.
Yeah, she didn't want to have to teach us or have to go over a certain project.
I feel like that's the right way to do it anyway. You know what I mean? Because like, I mean, there's people that do it without it, but like, yeah, it definitely helps.
I mean, it helps when you're trying to rush through a project. Just so the beads are there and you know exactly how many you need. It just helps speed up the process. But typically, you shouldn't be gluing anything.
Hey, so what was she making all that stuff for?
For wedding gowns or quinceañera dresses.
Got
at
it.
The time, yeah.
So she was actually doing like her little business.
Oh yeah, she ran a full-blown studio out of her house. Yeah. Okay. I mean, she worked at other places. Like she worked for Azteca, which is another iconic bridal boutique and quinceañera shop. Here in the valley. They actually closed down, but she was one of their main seamstresses for a very long time. Wow. There was another place that she worked, Group USA, that's in Mills. That was a more recent job for her that she worked there and affiliated with them, but initially she ran full-time out of her house.
What are the things called that you put the needles in? The little, where you put the
foam
thing? Like the foam pin?
Or I don't know what it is. Maybe if it's foam.
I think it is.
Sometimes
it's a
but
foam.
like, did she? I don't know if this was just my nana, but she kept those and the needles in those circle cookie boxes.
It's,
you know
it's a cushion.
Yeah, I know.
Are you talking about the cushion?
It was just multiple. You would put different pins.
Okay, yeah. That's old school.
Yeah. But she would keep it in those those cookie containers that you would get for like Christmas. They have
the tin ones.
The tin
Yeah.
ones.
Yes.
That's where all
No,
like
like
the
all her
stuff will
sewing
be.
supplies
Yes,
were. Yeah,
bro.
it's just a little storage.
Yeah, I'm like, was that just her? Did she?
Nah, my grandmother uses all kinds of stuff. too,
Random
yo.
stuff,
It's
right?
Random stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's just to keep people out of it. Like you're not gonna, kids are not gonna think about going into it. So she would put things where we couldn't find it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep you out the way.
Exactly.
That does remind me though of like some of my family growing up.
Yeah.
That tin cookie thing, bro. Whatever
Something
the fuck
was in
that
there.
was. Which you would get for the
Or they,
holidays.
or
Never
they held
cookies in there.
popcorn.
There's
They held
always
popcorn.
Popcorn
Yeah.
or like there was always sewing stuff though for sure.
Yeah.
Never
Yeah.
cookies in there.
Nah,
You already knew. Nobody would even open.
I
like
was
you said,
so
nobody would open.
disappointed when I didn't see the cookies. What, dude? I
All
was
you,
like,
all you had to do was shake it.
damn.
Like,
Yeah.
let's just see if there's
Everybody
cookies in
knew
it.
there's no cookies.
Hey, those cookies are bomb. The little sugar boys.
Yes.
They're like shaped like pretzels.
The
They're
shortbread
different.
ones?
Yeah,
Yeah.
fire.
Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, that's a huge thing. I don't know if it's just in our culture or what, but going to your nana's in the summer. So that really shaped where you went in life.
Oh no! I always say I've been in training my whole life to do what I'm supposed to do because I have that grandmother that taught me my craft, and then I have a grandmother that ran like a tiendita, like a thrift store.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow.
But she taught me how to sell, man. Like my selling skills
Damn.
are like,
Negotiate all that.
yeah, yo, I'm so good at it.
Yeah.
Like I'm so good at it.
That's
So,
dope.
and I'm real proud of that because most designers know how to design,
And that's
they're
it.
fucking great at designing, but they don't know how to sell their stuff
Yep.
at all. Like they don't know how to market it. They don't know how to speak up for themselves.
Right. It's almost like I look at it as like a true like artist. You know what I'm saying? Like even like with paintings,
Correct.
they're like antisocial.
Yes.
And they
Yes.
just don't know how to sell it or anything
Right.
like that. So
No,
like
absolutely.
the fact that you could do both is like that's rare for sure.
Yeah. So I spent time with both of them a lot. So I learned how to sell things like fast as a child. So my other grandmother, her daughter would make food and literally challenge me to sell it door to door. So I would do door to door.
What type of food were you selling?
Burritos.
Oh,
Burritos?
Yeah, burritos.
Yeah. Like here on the
Like
south
green
side?
chili, red chili
So,
burritos.
so tell me like a little day in the life. So
All
you're
right, hold up.
Yeah.
Sell us a
Let us
burrito.
know. So hold on. Hello.
Would you like to buy a burrito?
How old are you?
I was 7, dude. I was like
I would
7,
buy that
8.
burrito right now.
Yeah, and it would be like they would ask me, okay, like who's selling the burritos? I'm like, oh, my tia's selling them, and I would literally walk up to the doors like, would you like a bar burrito? Would you like a green one or a red one? Would you want to try one? Like I
you
did
get
not want to
samples?
go home without selling burritos and the bag, like the full bag.
How much for a burrito?
Damn, I can't remember.
Okay.
To
Couple
be
bucks
honest, I
probably,
can't
right?
remember.
Like
Yeah.
$4 or
Yeah,
something.
something like that.
But
Cash only. Cash only.
cash only.
Did they give you a couple dollars for that?
Oh yeah, they paid me.
Oh, so you were lit.
Yo, I was a hustler, yo.
Big
I
question
made
though.
money.
Were the burritos fire?
They're fire.
Yeah, I need
They're
that. I need
fire,
that little
yo.
7-year-old at
She
my door.
still
selling
sells
burritos.
food. My tia still sells food.
Really?
Thank God we don't gotta be walking to everybody's house. But yeah, she has like her like a full blown clientele that she cooks for.
Which is crazy.
Out of the
'cause
house?
If
Yes, out of her house. Yeah.
which I don't know if you still do, but for a while you were doing a food truck, which is like back to selling food.
Yeah.
So that came back around too.
I mean, not as much as like, dude. I never wanted to step foot in that industry. To be
Yeah.
honest, I didn't, and I try to steer away from it as much as possible. But I'm just a good fucking partner, dude. Like,
Yeah.
you just have those people that you're gonna ride for, and you do that kind of stuff. But yeah, I was in a food truck for probably a year.
So that's you selling that food too,
Dang,
selling
man.
dresses.
7
comes
years
back
old
around.
selling burritos door to door.
Yeah.
That's lit.
Dang, if anybody had her at the door at 7 years old selling that red and green chili burrito, speak on.
Yeah.
This was her.
Hey,
now. This is
write a
her.
review. Let's hear it.
Write those reviews.
Hey, imagine if y'all had Cash App and Zelle.
Ooh, it would have been over.
Y'all would have been lit.
I might start making my own again. These kids work.
During the summer, bro. They would literally call the CPS on you, bro. Nowadays,
That's
if you had your
true,
kids
bro.
outside,
Wow,
they
that's
would literally
true.
call the cops on you guys, bro.
Yeah. You know what's crazy? That's a crazy topic to talk about, dude. To talk about like what we did as kids compared to like what, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now it's
What we can't get away with now.
right for sure.
Bro, when I was younger, probably older than that, probably like 10, I was working with my grandpa at his concrete business.
Okay.
And I was dropping the fucking wheelbarrow because I
Dang.
couldn't hold the concrete.
'Cause
Bro,
it's
I was
heavy.
tiny. It's heavy.
It's very
So I'm
heavy.
over here dropping concrete everywhere. Like, bro, In the heat, bro.
So, oops.
But did you end up getting good at it or what?
Yeah, I got better because there's a little bit of a technique to it.
He got
Gotta be a
fired.
technique.
He got
dude.
fired.
But no, I used to
Like,
make
hell no.
money. With that money, I bought my first Kobe's myself.
Oh,
Really? Which
damn.
Kobe? Which Kobe?
Yeah, the first ones that came out.
Ooh,
Kobe,
Kobe ones? The Adidas?
Nikes. No, the
Oh,
Nikes.
okay, I
His
was
first
like,
Nike
damn.
shoe.
Got you.
Oh,
Fire.
and I have a picture of that. So
And-
maybe I'll put that up.
And so
I have
that
picture.
you were just hustling.
Hustling, bro.
Concrete?
Since I was little. Concrete. And one time
That's a tough job, bro.
we even
yeah.
did the inside of a, what do you call it? Where they cremate people?
Yeah.
He had to do the concrete in there. So we
Yeah.
were doing it in there. It was creepy, bro.
Did it smell weird?
It didn't smell weird,
Just
but
old?
but it was just like, it smelled, I guess, like smoke kind of. Because,
Oh,
you
okay.
know, they're just constantly burning. But yeah.
Burning those bodies, yeah.
Bro, as a kid.
Yeah.
I'm in there.
10 years old?
Yes, bro.
Wow.
Lit. But yeah, I feel like those experiences.
Child abuse.
That's
No, that's what it is nowadays, yeah.
For sure. I
For
feel like
sure.
those experiences just make you who you are. And when you start off as a hustler, you're always going to be a hustler.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
going forward.
And I mean, that's something that you can't teach, you know, as much as I try to implement, you know, these same lessons into like my kids now. I have nothing but boys. So I do, you know, bring them to events. I do make them work events sometimes. I do make them come to the boutique with me. And as much as I know that they don't like it, I kind of force it upon them just to point out and see which one is going to be the hustler. In
Exposing them
Because-
to that type of stuff, I think, is important.
Oh,
Whether
absolutely.
they take it or not, they might
Yeah,
not grab
yeah.
it now, but they might grab it later. So I think
I mean,
it's important.
I think if I had a different business, they would gravitate it to more. But because it's strictly like women in the house and that's all that they see, I do have a son that has like brilliant fucking ideas, and then the other one is the hustler. So I do have, you know, I often have the conversation of like, okay, what are we gonna do? Like, you know, what are we gonna be when we grow up? You know, and I don't like the answers that they teach you to say in school, like a cop or not. No offense,
Yeah.
you know, but I want them to think beyond that, like, you know, beyond the firefighter, beyond, you know, a police cop. Not, like I said, not that there's anything wrong with that. Just I want them to expand their horizons a little bit. You know, instead of being the chef, you know, think about owning the restaurant. I don't know, something along those lines. I make them go and think a little further when it comes to that.
So going back into what you're doing here, and we're going to show you guys some videos and some pictures of what you do here. You said there's nothing duplicated here.
Correct.
These are all one-off pieces.
Correct.
Okay. And so tell us a little bit about what's the most expensive piece that you've sold,
That's a good question.
and what did it look like?
That I've sold, or that I've sold here, or that I've sold, period.
Let's just say period.
I've sold a $12,000 dress. Yeah.
Was
But
it-
it wasn't here. It wasn't in my
Was
boutique.
it diamonds? Was it gold?
There. So the dress, the designer, her name is Berta. It was a Berta.
Oh,
So
and
that
so
does-
people will know that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That
Anybody in the bridal industry is gonna know that dress easily. It probably retailed for like, because it was like maybe, I don't know, a late design, like a year or two old. It retailed for 12, but it was probably purchased originally for like $25,000.
Got you.
Well, that's a discounted pricing.
Yeah. So the boutique that I came from and that I last worked, she was a consignment bridal boutique.
Got you.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
so she-
people brought their used.
Correct.
Got it.
Yes. And when it came to like that side of town, people were bringing designer gowns in that are worth $25,000. And I've
Hey, that's a
tried
good
that
business.
dress on like maybe 5 people. And the last time I tried it on, I knew she was going to buy it. I knew it was going to fit her perfect. It fit her like a fucking glove. And it took me maybe like 25 minutes to sell it.
Wow.
Yeah.
$12,000.
$12,000.
Wait, can you say how much you got it for?
No, I don't know how much she got it for.
No, you.
That.
Because
it
you
was
sold it, right?
Oh, you're talking about like how much I got compensated for selling it?
Yeah, like obviously you got it at a certain price, right?
No, and I didn't. It wasn't here. I didn't sell it here.
Got
it wasn't
it.
in my store.
Okay,
It was at
okay.
The
It was
owner
at
bought it.
correct.
was-
So
okay.
the last boutique that I worked at,
Got it.
it was a consignment. So I like I said, it was probably worth 25, but I sold it for 12.
Yeah.
Because it's a consignment store, you can't really sell anything at its value price or how much you purchased it for. You're
it's
gonna
used.
you're going to immediately sell it for half of that or lower. And because she had it sitting on the mannequin for like about 7 years, I came down to 12. And as soon as I said 12, she's like, I want it. So I'm like, bet.
Yeah.
And did you make commission off that or no?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Damn. But that, like you said, it is a good business, but that means are they bringing it in and then they split the profit? Okay. Because I was going to say, if you have to cash out in the beginning and like drop 5 on it to get 12, that's like when it gets tricky.
The consignment bridal industry is actually a really good business. So I don't publicize to the world that I can take on dresses like that, and I do, but I don't publicize it or put it online because people will run in here and want to sell their dress for how much they purchased it for. But I weed out those people, and I'll, of course, if somebody calls me and says a specific dress that they have, I'm gonna take it, even if I have to, fork out some money and buy it from them, like at a discounted rate. But if they want to sell it in the boutique, I always welcome people to come and sell their dress. Obviously, it has to be a newer design, which is something that's still in trend, and it has to be in good condition because a lot of women, they trash their gowns on their wedding day.
Do they?
Yes, man.
I mean, there's some weddings get crazy.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I got in a fight at my wedding.
Okay, well,
So
take
we
it
had
easy.
to do what we had to do.
Damn,
But-
that's another story. That's another.
I rented my suit,
Right,
So it was
that's
all
a little
good.
different.
Got in a fight.
It was all good. We'll talk about that.
We can talk about it another time. So you actually sell here. Like, what's the variety pieces you make as well as, or?
So I have a mixture of things that I've bought samples from different designers, and I have my own collection here on the floor as well. And then I have like older collections that I've made and that are still on the rack. So it's a variety of a lot of different things and a lot of different aesthetics. I would always recommend somebody that's looking for something really different come here, or something very like traditional. It's not real common for the House of Remy Rose to sell things that are like on trend. It's either we don't have any like gray space of like, oh, this is trending. We're only buying what's trending. I purchase different pieces from different designers, or I create something that's more traditional because this aesthetic of venue, it's more of a traditional type of bride.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So you're big on curating
Yes.
all of this,
Yes.
not just grabbing this is you curate all these pieces that are in here
Absolutely.
for a specific reason.
Yes.
How many pieces do you think you carry at one time?
Right now there's about, I want to say a little bit over 150 dresses in here, but we also have like stash storage for gowns, stuff that I either know that I'm never going to sell and I can't throw away, but I've been known to like give away dresses. So we do giveaway dresses every year. So from 1 to 3 dresses a year we'll give away.
Time out.
Yeah.
What?
We're giving one away right now.
No, that's a lot of that's a huge savings for people.
Yeah.
For sure.
Because the wedding dress is no joke. So how, first of all, let them know you're at so they can follow you, because I think this is a big promotion for you.
No, definitely. So you can find me at the House of Remy Rose on absolutely every platform. We do one giveaway of 1 to 3 dresses a year.
And is there certain times, or how do you do that?
It's typically at the end of the year. We don't have like a set month. Typically, I get very generous for my birthday month, and that's in November.
Okay, so
Yeah.
let's just, a little gem. November. Make sure you
November.
check in
Yes,
with the
November.
with the IG. And how
Definitely,
do
'cause-
you usually do the giveaway? Just so I know, because again, that's pretty cool of you.
So I started this the first year I opened up, just to create like a following and create like a platform on social media when it comes to the gowns, because they are very expensive. The average bride here in Phoenix has a budget of $1,200, but the gowns run from here anywhere to $700 to $3,000. So if we do a giveaway, I don't cap it at any number. You come in, you have an actual appointment like everyone else, and you pick the dress you want.
What?
Yeah.
That's fire.
Yo, that's
I thought you just had like a
crazy.
dress. You're like, I can't do nothing with this. Take it, girl.
No.
You like come
Take it,
in,
girl.
check it out, tell me
Pick what
you
you
need.
want.
Yes.
Wow.
Is this every year?
This is every year.
I think I'm gonna get married again.
So yeah, so we
Can I
have
try some on?
we have them every year. Last year we only gave away one. The year prior we gave away two.
Listen, one is enough. Shit. Yeah.
But like I said, sometimes it's so weird. Bridal is so traditional. Sometimes when you give away dresses or you're giving something away in bridal, they won't even fucking come pick it up. Or they'll take the appointment, they'll come pick it out, and then they never come back.
So sometimes you did it and they just never took it.
Correct. One time that happened.
Oh, okay.
One time that happened. But it's the giveaways in bridal is different. The bridal industry, like, because I get a lot of friends that are like, okay, do a giveaway. Like, I can't give away all my dresses, but obviously I could give away like a certain amount of alterations or a veil, because veils are like $300 too. Yeah. So like I sometimes vary. It depends on, like I said, the time of the year, but bridal is so active and the industry is so busy at the end of the year. And like I said, I get very generous for my birthday month in November.
So somebody could come in and outside of the giveaway, they pick a dress and you can actually alter it as well to help fit them the way that they want.
Yeah, so that's another reason why like we have all alteration services in-house. We take care of all your alterations here. Obviously, that's a different cost from your dress itself.
Sure.
However, because we don't purchase anything in a different size or a different color, we do alter it to you. Yeah. Like it's basically tailoring us like anything to her body. Damn. So she picks out a dress. 9 times out of 10, it's a little bit bigger. On a rare occasion, if it's a little bit small, I can make it bigger to fit you.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's dope. I know it's a little later in the pod, but speaking of altering and making stuff fit, I was thinking we should do a fit check. Because we got some alterations going on right here. Yeah. Is that a BBC hat? Or no, that's not BBC hat. That's just a...
Is that a White Sox?
I don't know.
Oh, it's a Chicago White Sox, right?
White Sox?
Yeah.
It's a throwback, yeah.
Yes,
okay.
It's the old logo, yep.
So I see that, and you got it hooked up with... break down your fit.
So this is actually a new tee that's going to drop in this month.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe move the mic a little bit. Yeah, there you go. Yep. Okay. Yep. New tee, guys. New tee.
New tee alert.
New tee alert.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's see. When life gives thorns, hunt for roses.
Okay.
And it says Remy Rose in the back.
Remy Rose on the back.
I saw that. Yeah.
I do get people that like want me to put like rose patches on my tees. So like this one, when you do purchase it, I will put a rose patch on this one. There are pearls like all around the tee in the front, only in the front. And then I mean my hat, like I seen it's so funny because I went to we did a girls' night, and we had a bunch of like gems on the table. A good friend Nita, she brought like a bunch of like little gems, and I'm like, dude, I'm just gonna decorate my hat. So after that, I was like inspired to decorate like all my hats. So I put pearls on this hat specifically for this tee, but I've been wearing this tee. Yes, I'm outfit repeater, but because it hasn't dropped yet, I'll wear my tees before I drop them just to get people's reactions. Gotcha. So I was at like a July festival here in South Phoenix. I wore this tee, and then I wore it to a music video that happened at Que Suave. And
you were there?
Yeah, I was there. Yeah,
shout out Merkham's. Yeah, we were gonna roll through, but yeah,
we actually customized a shirt for him for that video.
Nice.
And I wore this tee, but I get a lot of good feedback, even from men, Yeah. So Abraham actually wants this tee in black with the pearls on it. So I do get like numerous of just reactions from even guys because it's a tee. Some women don't rock the tee. Some women like more of the fitted look, and they want more of like a woman's tee.
But, a woman's fit.
Yes. Yeah. So I feel like when it comes to the summertime, I'm more of like loose fitting. Anything that is fit, maybe or like my biker shorts or something like that. But I'll normally wear like a more breezy kind of winded type of tee. Mm-hmm. So I mean, I got creative. I got creative, and I feel like that's on trend right now, where everybody's like applying any kind of jewelry to hats right now, or any kind of lace that is being actually sewn into their fitted hats right now.
Yeah,
So I mean,
sure.
I think it's cool. You're gonna see a lot of that drop more next month. We're actually doing a men's collection.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Let us know.
Pants?
No, for sure. Yeah. So my pants, actually, that's another like hidden gem in the House of Remy Rose. I actually got these pants. They're like pleather pants, but they're more of the baggier pants, like the boyfriend, kind of the boyfriend jeans, but like the boyfriend cut. So they're baggy on me. But we have a rack, and the rack is from, it's called the Community Closet. So the Pink Pages puts it on, and she names the nonprofit the Community Closet, where women come together and we do like a sip and swap is what the event is called. And we had our first one not too long ago, where you bring 3 pieces of clothing, obviously something that you would give like your best friend, so it has to be like in good condition to get into the event, and then you bring more clothes that you want to swap out with different women's clothing that everybody had brought. So I actually got these jeans or these pants from that event.
Oh, you swapped somebody.
Yes.
From. Okay.
Yeah.
Dope.
Yeah.
That's
definitely.
pretty cool.
And then on the toes.
So I always, if I'm gonna do like a business meeting or some sort, like if I want to dress comfortable, I'll wear my fitted so I don't have to do my hair. Like I wear a lot of hats so I don't have to do my hair. My hair's freaking long and I don't like to fucking do it. So I'll throw on a fitted or a ball cap, but I'm wearing stilettos. And I just feel like it separates you from like being too dressed down, because it's still like a business meeting or, but just to keep it, strictly business, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like that it's either my feet or my fucking hat. So when I'm wearing like a fedora or like some sort of different type of hats, it's just call to business, call to action.
The fit is on point, man.
You got the AZ fit. Talk to me, bro. What you got?
Yeah, I had to bring out one out of the vault.
Out of the vault. No pun.
Yeah, and this one is one of my best sellers that I had for a long time. Obviously, I've kicked back from all that. But one thing that if you guys don't notice, within the skull, the nose is an A, and on the side there's a Z. So like a lot of the designs that I used to do, I would hide little like, what they call them, like eggs, I guess it was? Yeah, within them. And so like, that was part of like my selling point was like, hey, it's not just a skull that says welcome to the valley. Like take a look at like whatever. So like, yeah, a lot of designs that I did had a little something that I added, like a twist for Arizona.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much it, man. Yeah. Everything else pretty basic. I wear all most of the time.
Dang, you just gonna kill your fit off like that?
You know what, man? I'll be honest with you, man. I know how Candice rolls, and I was like, I can't compete right now, bro. I can't compete.
You just gave up.
I gave up. I said, let me just throw on the basic fit.
Yeah. So
my boy came in here with the Miami Vice fit.
I already sweated my whole fit out, but I did kind of what you were talking about, where I wanted to go a little bit more like businessy, but summer vibes. So I did a little short sleeve button up. This is a vintage one that I actually thrifted. So the only thing is, when I threw it on, I was like, damn, it's a little too long. So I kind of wanted to cut it real quick, but I was like, I don't got time for that. So
crop top? You want that crop top?
Just a little level? Crop. The crop is in right now. So,
okay.
But then I threw on some vintage faded Levi's, some reimagined threes. Free my dog sent me this. Appreciate that. Shout out my boy Ant. My wedding ring. Got my little chain on. Yeah. Little white beater. Nice. Some light. Yeah. Some cool. Trying to keep up. Yeah.
I couldn't. I was like, I'm
you
done.
Just said no.
But you know what? I do like how you have the accessories. I have the 2 accessories. I got this from church, actually.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. So the church that we go to, they gave away some motivational pieces, and one of them is like consistency and grit. Just to kind of like, maybe level off a little bit and just kind of think of like why you're doing what you're doing or whatever that is. So I like the accessories for sure.
And you got the chains on.
And you got the accessories too.
I do carry a bird with me. And I do like to say that this is like a phoenix bird. I'm pretty sure it's not.
Don't look close.
Don't look close. Yeah. Don't zoom in, my boys.
And then I do have like a down. It has an R on it.
Oh, okay, dope. Nice. Has an R on it.
The fit is on point, man.
Thanks, man.
It's only right.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, the only thing we have to do, our favorite part, and I know you've listened to some podcasts, so you know what's coming. We've talked about everything you've been through, everybody that's inspired you, everything that you're doing right now. We got to ask, why do you do what you do? We've talked about so many different things, so we need the summary. Bring it back.
Honestly, I mean, I love what I do, and I'm very, very passionate about what I do. but I do it because I know there's other young little women watching me. And I try to get as personal as I can, and I try to be as personal as transparent as possible, so these women know that this shit wasn't easy. Because social media, yes, we portray this beautiful picture, and I don't talk enough about, all the trials and errors that I had to go through to get here, or the things and situations, or the heartbreaks and the tears, the sweat, the blood, like all that stuff. It never gets talked about. And a lot of people don't like to talk about it. But I think I'm in a position in my life where I know, and not hiding any of it, that story made me who I am. And I know that there's women that either have not went through certain things that I've went through, and they shouldn't have to. And if I can share a story or share stories to these younger women to kind of just put them on game, I will, because it kind of saves just a piece of myself, or it kind of collects the broken pieces when I share those pieces with people and my audience and everyone else's audience as well, because I know that I have younger cousins that watch like every move that I do. I know that I have their friends that watch everything that I do, and people that I don't know, people that I don't know, younger women that are coming up and have very, very ambition dreams that feel out of reach. When I can tell you right now, if you just follow your fucking dreams and work at it and never doubt yourself, you'll get it. You'll definitely get it. And even though like life does get tough and there's things that we go through that make you feel like it's so far away, just keep that and use that for motivation to push through it. Because sometimes we run away from that kind of stuff because we don't like the way it feels. But I literally had to walk through, and it was tough, but I literally had to walk through every fear that I had that came with life itself, and got me where I'm at. And I know that there's younger women that are out here that want to open up stores or restaurants, or they have big dreams, and they feel like they're either too expensive or so far out of reach. And it's just that's just something that we tell ourselves so we don't have to work that hard to get it. And it, of course, I want to separate the women that talk about what they want to do, and then the women that actually do what they have to do to get what they want. That's why I do what I do.
Hit the claps, bro. Can we get the claps? God.
One thing I want to tell you before we close out here is that I know, and what I see as well, is that like you're big with the community.
Oh yeah.
And so like outside of what you sell and create within your business, you also look to help others. And it's not only just women, but men as well. You've had different events here. You've had, like you talked about, the sip and swap as well. And these are things that you're just doing with really no benefit to you. You're doing it for your community. And I think that's very admirable, and I want to make sure that we call that out, because I think that's a part of your story as well.
Well, thank you so much, man. I mean, honestly, like I do it. Every move, like I said, is calculated, and it's calculated with pure motherfucking intention of opening spaces up so other people could utilize them, so they can follow what they want to do. Like, I want everyone to live in their truth and their authentic selves. And if I can help people do that and open up my space and not have to charge people an arm and a fucking leg to get to where they're trying to be, I'm definitely going to help my people. And like he said, like, I open up the floor to men and women and a lot of people from my community, because I feel like my community made me who I am. And I'm very, very humbled in saying, like, a lot of the people that I grew up with, a lot of the mentors that I grew up with, and kind of shifted their pain or their struggles into what they are. And I've watched people do that. It's just so inspiring. And I want people to watch and closely, because you can call out a lot of situations where even in my personal life or even on my personal Instagram, where there's, trial and errors, where you can tell someone is going through something, and I talk about it. I'm not ever ashamed about it. There's not much of that on my business page. It is there though. It is there. I'm not quiet about it. But I open up the floor to absolutely everybody, even when they don't have it all together. They just have an idea. I want them to plant that seed, and let's see where it goes.
Yeah.
So I always I'm the pusher in the group of like my friends. Yeah. But yeah, I try to open up my doors as much as possible to my community because I love it.
And that's definitely something I've seen, and so I just wanted to call that out because I think like we talked a lot about what you do and obviously what's inspired you and your family, but it's bigger than that from what I've seen, and so again, I definitely commend you. But let them know where everybody can follow you at, and any handles, websites, anything like that.
Yeah, everything is at House of Remy Rose. You can follow me on everything. We have a TikTok, we have Instagram, Facebook, everything.
And you can also Google, like if you're trying to get here, Remy Rose. It came right up. Your Google page was. You were on it, on the front of it. Yeah. It was like moving and
Google
stuff.
set up.
Yeah,
Google's on point.
Yeah. So, and definitely, I mean, Google us because there's a whole lot of information there. There's plenty of articles. There's plenty of things that you could read up on, more depth of my history and other things as well.
And drop a review on there. If you had one of those burritos, use that page to drop the review.
Any reviews you got.
Drop one on there.
Yeah.
We appreciate it.
For sure.
Thank
5
you
stars.
so much. I really appreciate this. This was an amazing episode. Beyond the Brand Podcast with your boys.
Frankie P.
Angelo B. We out.
Peace.